What's going on, everybody? I'm going to show you how to get the new legendary deer mount. We're going to start off next to the Sanctum of Solace. There is a teleport point right next to it here, and we are at the A in the word Pyloon on the map, or Payloon. The road we're taking goes right through that A, and you can't really miss this guy when you're running up. He's a giant white deer surrounded by half a dozen other deer. There might be some other trick to this, but I just ran up and started wailing on it. It gets knocked over very easily. I don't have cold resistant gear on or a cold resistant consumable though, so I quickly ran out of stamina and swapped to doing this from horseback, as the horse doesn't seem to care about the cold whatsoever. It took a little bit longer as a result, but you can very easily just run right up next to the deer and keep swinging. Eventually it will go down. It does have a fair bit of health, which is kind of annoying, but it still loads easier than taming the horses on mouse and key. I would recommend making sure you have a few inventory slots available. I know that's a big ask in this game, but he does drop quite a few different items. In particular, we need these deer antlers to turn into a witch in order to get the consumable that allows us to summon the deer on command. The first witch you ever meet that's in that cave is not going to work. She doesn't have a craft abyss gear option, so you're going to need to go to the witch's house here in the Witch Woods. After talking to her, we'll click on craft abyss gear, and then use her toggle options. It's C for mouse and key, I'm not sure what it'll be for you, to craft this. That's going to give you the Sigil of Solidarity, a key item in your inventory. Go ahead and consume that bad boy. And then you're going to pull up the radial menu for your companions. That's going to be Y on mouse and keyboard. I'm sure you know what it is if you're playing controller. And at the very bottom, you're going to scroll, and that will summon the deer here. It's a pretty interesting mount. However, these seem to be in somewhat of a beta form, as if you compare it to the Kimura stats on the right, it's missing quite a few lines. It doesn't have the movement speed or anything like that, but it does still have a pretty cool charge ability, so that's nice. Anyway, hopefully that helped. If it did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.